Hey everybody, welcome to stretching class day 2. If you joined us Tuesday, we spent a lot of time on just kind of the whole body, just hit kind of everything. Today we're going to zero in a little bit on some specific parts, a little bit of ankles, some wrists, and some hips today. Emily is here. Again, thanks for being here, Emily. Charlotte was in the middle of homework, so she is not here today, but she'll be back tomorrow. All of you have your video on. If I can see you in the video, then I'm just going to be able to give you some corrections. Not super important, but it's helpful. All right, we're going to get right into this. We're going to start out with doing some work on ankles. Some of you have tight ankles. If you have trouble squatting, if you're just tight through there, it's going to affect how low you can get in that squat. So if we can work on loosening up those ankles a little bit, it will help you out in that. Some of you are not tight in your ankles. That's okay. It's not going to hurt you to do these. We're going to start out, Emily's just going to cross one leg over the other one, just kind of bend your knee, and then we're going to circle that ankle 10 times forward and then 10 times the other way. Just nice and slow. Good. Just moving through your full range of motion there. Stephanie's waiting to be let in, Dan. Good. And then the other way there, I can see you, Steph. We're just circling your ankle 10 times one way, 10 times the other way. We've got Michelle too. Michelle, if you can turn on your video, that would be great. And then let's switch ankles to the other side. Looks like Jenny is trying to join. Hopefully I can see you soon, Jenny. Yep. There we go. Good. Now we're going to go into an Achilles stretch. So you're going to go kind of in a push-up position, plank position. We're going to go back and forth here. So you're going to press your heel down to the floor. We're going to go back and forth 10 times, and then we're going to hold down. Okay? Your knee is going to be slightly bent each time. So ready? We'll do it together. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold. Press that bottom heel down towards the floor. You might feel this in your Achilles. You might feel it in the front of your ankle, in that joint in there. If the actual ankle joint is a little bit tight, either way is fine. You might feel it up into your calf. Michelle, if you can turn your video on, that would be great. Jenny, I can only see a picture of you right now. All right, now we're going to go 10 times again, and then we're just going to hold the other foot. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hopefully you're on the other foot, and press that heel down towards the floor. Good. If you've been doing a lot of running or jump roping, your calves might be a little bit tight. It's a good one just to kind of get them to loosen up. Oh, there I can see you, Michelle. Good job. Hi. Thank you. Good. Just hold a little bit longer here. Dan, could you put up a running clock when you have time? Good. And let's come on out. You're going to go onto your knees in a kneeling position. This is going to be a stretch to get the front of our ankles. So what Emily's going to do is she's going to put her hands behind her a little bit, and then she's going to bring her knees up to stretch the front of her ankles. You might not be able to get as far as her. You might be able to. Just sit back until you kind of feel a stretch right there. We're going to hang out here about 30 seconds. So just stay in this. Try to keep your feet and your heels pretty close together. Some people have no issues here. They're really flexible through the front of their ankles. Some people are a little bit tighter, so wherever you're at. Looks good, everybody. Good, Olga. I like it. Jenny, I can see you now, except you're upside down. Yeah, which is, I mean, sort of okay. Good. Oh, Zion, you're at Stephanie's house. Hi, buddy. All right, and relax. Good job. Okay, put your feet out in front of you in a pike. You can go into hurdle or stretch. Two ways to do this. Emily, show us with your knee behind you. If you have no knee problems, if you like this position, put your knee back like that. If you've had some knee issues, then just bend it right there like Emily is now, whichever one is better for you. I feel like I get a little bit more stretch when it's behind me, but if you have any knee problems, just keep it bent there. And then we're gonna just reach down towards that front foot, lay down as much as you can on it, and just hang out here for about 20 seconds. I'm not going to talk all the way through every stretch so that you guys can just kind of breathe and relax. I'm just going to watch Zion the whole time. Hi, buddy. Oh, hi, Grace. I miss you, Grace. All the little kids are saying hi to me now. Okay, stay in that stretch and go ahead and flex your foot up to the ceiling. So pull that toe up and then continue reaching down. Hopefully you'll get a little bit more in the calf now. Good, I like it. Remember to keep your bottom knee really straight as you're doing this. Good, Maggie. Good, Kala. As you breathe, try to push down a little bit further. Grace, I like your pink tights. Those are very cute. All right, guys, let's relax and we're gonna switch legs. Slowly come out of it, bend the other knee, and with a pointed toe, reach down towards that foot. Good. Good, Michelle. Looks great. I feel this one kind of wherever's tight for you. It might be in that hamstring, quad a little bit, calf a little bit, wherever you're at here. And then while you're down there, go ahead and pull that toe up towards the ceiling, flex your foot. This is going to target a little bit more of that calf now. I'm just going to stay here about another 20 seconds. The advantage to holding stretches is a little bit longer. Holding stretches a little longer is that as you're in that stretch, you're slowly going to be able to relax a little bit more, which allows you to go deeper into that. A lot of times our muscles tighten up right away when we start stretching, and it takes a few seconds for them to start to relax and allow us to go a little bit farther. Keep breathing. As you exhale, try to push down a little bit further. Grace is showing me, I don't know what you're showing me, Grace. Oh, cool. That is very nice. All right, everybody come on out, relax. We're going into pigeon stretch. So Emily's gonna bend one knee in front of her. I don't know how much you can see her mat, but she's gonna try to have that leg really straight in front of her so that that leg is that from your knee to your foot is really straight. Can you pull your foot back where I would not want it? We don't want it back there. We want it pushed out so it's a straight line. Then from here, her back knee's under and her hips are as square as she can. Go ahead and hop into that pigeon stretch, just like the one we do in class sometimes. Great. If you want to go ahead and lean down over that leg to get more of a stretch, you can do that. Big thing here is you still want your hips to be square. So both hip bones facing down towards the floor. Don't let that opposite hip bone pull up off the floor too much. Good, and breathe into this. We're gonna hold here about 30 seconds. Olga, that looks good. Good. Mirror as much as you can. Get that leg in a straight line in front of you. There you go. Good, Stephanie. Good, Michelle. You might not be able to get your hip bones to the floor here. That's totally fine if they're up a little bit. Emily's pretty flexible in this. Not all of us are like that. Great, looks good, Kala. Good, Maggie. And let's slowly switch legs. Come on out. Bring that other leg in front of you. Get it in a straight line. Square up your hips so that your back knee is down towards the floor. So Emily's a little bit unsquare in her hips right now. She's going to try to put that back knee under a little bit more and square it up. And then she might not be able to go down all the way. That's okay. Yeah, looks good, Maggie. You have no problem here. Good, Olga. Yeah, that looks great, Mira. Nice job. Whether you lay down on that front leg or not is totally preference for you, whichever you like. Good, Stephanie. Good, Michelle. Go about another 15 seconds here. Take deep breaths. Try to let your muscles relax down a little bit. Try to loosen up that back quad muscle. You might be keeping it really tight. Actively release it. Keep pulling those hips square. And slowly come on out. All right, we're going to go into a couple hip stretches. These are probably everybody's favorite. So we are going into frog stretch. So Emily's going to be bending both knees, okay, pushing them out to the sides. Her feet end up kind of close together. And then she's going to put her elbows down. You don't have to put your elbows down. You can put your hands down. You can put your shoulders down. Emily, try to put your shoulders down. Let's see if you can do that. Wherever you're getting a stretch through your groin and your hips here. And we're going to hold this one about 45 seconds. Yeah, everybody looks good. Probably one of the best hip stretches just to get those to open up. If you have trouble with squatting, this is a good one to do. If you're overhead squats, anything like that. Grace is reading Corduroy and showing me her book right now. I like that book, Grace. Good, looks great. Take deep breaths here. As you relax, try to let your knees slide out a little bit further. Go another 5 seconds. Now, don't come out of this. What you're going to do is pull up a little bit and straighten one leg out to the side. This is kind of like half a straddle. So one leg is still bent, other leg is straight. If this is really, really hard and you need to stay with the one that we just did, that's okay. But if you can, straighten one of those legs out to the side. Olga, get it, yep, as much to the side as you can so it's in line with your hip. There you go, that's it. Mira looks good, Ian looks great. Good, Michelle. Great, Stephanie. Perfect, Kala. Good, Maggie. Elbows are hopefully down here. If that's not enough, you can go chest down to the floor. Again, deep breaths, and as you exhale, try to go down a little bit further. And we'll go 10 more seconds. I like it. And bring your hips up a little bit, bend that knee and straighten out your other leg. We're going to the other side here. This is our last stretch in this position. Again, you want from your bent knee to your foot all to be a straight line. That looks perfect, Stephanie. Good, Michelle. Yeah, that's right, Olga, good. Mira and Ian looks good. Kayla, Maggie, yep, everybody looks great here. If this is a hard stretch for you, you're probably really tight. Try to actively loosen up your quad muscles, loosen up your calf, whatever tightness is in there, just try to relax it. It'll help you go down a little bit further. Go 10 more seconds. Great. And come on out. Very good. Switch gears a little bit. So we're going to sit down, feet out in front of you like you're in a pike. Emily is going to cross one leg over. We're doing the turning one, or the, yep. She's gonna cross one leg over, put that arm across, and then look back towards the wall behind her, okay? So if you have your right leg over, your left arm is going to be across it. Can you see her, Michelle? There you go, yep. And then look behind you, open up your back, twist as far as you can here. Good. This is Maggie's favorite stretch. I put it in for you, Maggie. And then just breathe. Everybody looks great. Go ahead and relax and switch legs. Cross the other knee over, reach and look behind you as much as you can. Open up your torso, open up your back. Nice. Looks good, Jenny. Now I can see you and not Grace reading me a book. All right, come on out. Go ahead and go to your stomach. We're gonna go into seal stretch. If you did core class yesterday, maybe your core is a little bit sore. Kind of open up here. If your back is pretty tight, you can go onto your elbows. Can you show elbows, which isn't going to open it up quite as much. Do whatever's comfortable for you here. Don't push through pain with back. So get as high as you can. Yeah, that's good, Stephanie. Stay in this and look up towards the ceiling. Make sure that your shoulders are relaxed though. So try to keep them down from being way up into your ears. Yep, looks great. Hi, Timothy. Good, and let's go push back into child's pose. We spent a lot of time here on Tuesday. We're just gonna hit it real quick today. Your knees are apart, your toes, feet are close together, trying to press your hips down and then reaching out, pressing your armpits down. And then just relax here. A lot of us, this time is not super easy. We're a little bit stressed out. Try to use stretching as just a time to breathe, relax, let go whatever tension you are holding in your body. Looks good. As you relax here, if your knees get a little further apart, that's great. If you can get your shoulders down to the floor a little bit more. Go about 10 more seconds. And come on up. We're gonna hit some wrists and then finish with a couple of neck stretches. So on your knees, or yeah, kneeling is best. Emily's gonna put her hands out in front of her, palms, let's go the other way, Emily, palms down, fingers facing out, okay? And then she's gonna lean her shoulders forward a little bit until she feels a stretch in her wrists. Yep, so the palm of your hand should be down, your fingers should be away from you here. If you do a lot of front squats or anything and have tight upper body, we get a lot of wrist pain in there. These are good ones just to kind of stretch them out. Good. And go ahead, keep your palms down, but now flip your hands so your fingers are facing your legs, and then sit back as much as you can. Michelle, wait, that's right. Never mind, you're correct. Looks good. Yep, looks great, guys. Good, Ian, sit back as much as you can. There you go. Okay, now we're gonna flip our hands over. So the back of your hands are on the floor and your fingers are facing out. Yep, just like Emily is, fingers are facing away from you. Back of your hands down. Push your shoulders out over your fingers as much as you can. You'll probably have a couple ways on this that are a lot harder for you than others. Olga doesn't look like she has much wrist problem at all. That's great. I'm not sure what Zion's doing right now. And turn your fingers around, still back of your hands down, last one here. So right now the back of your hands are down, your fingertips are facing your knees, and then you're sitting back as much as you can, getting a stretch through those wrists. Perfect. Try to keep your arms fairly straight as you're doing this, but you don't want wrist pain. So if you have some wrist issues or elbow issues, bend your arms a little bit. Don't put too much pressure on them. All right, come out of that. If you're comfortable on your knees, stay there. If you'd rather go to like sitting cross-legged, that's fine too. You're gonna take your head, do half circles to the front, nice and slow. Don't go all the way around, just go shoulder to shoulder. Just gonna do about 5 circles halfway around. It should be very slow. Great. Ian, slow it down a little bit. And stop and go ahead and go to the back, shoulder to shoulder. So again, halfway around, but the other way. Good. Some of us hold a lot of tension in our neck and shoulders. I know I do, so not even thinking about it. We don't usually give a lot of thought to our neck. If you can get it a little bit stretched out, keep doing some things throughout it during the week, you probably won't hold as much tension there. And then you're going to take your head, put your right ear down towards your right shoulder as much as you can. We're not twisting here, we're just bringing that ear over to your shoulder. I feel this a little bit in the trap on the other side. Looks good. And slowly take your head the other way. And just hold there. Try to relax your trap muscles, relax your neck. Perfect. And now go ahead and turn your head to the right so you're looking over your right shoulder as much as you can. Don't let your shoulders hike up here. Don't let your traps get tight. Keep those shoulder muscles down. Looks good. Keep breathing. And go ahead and switch directions. Look over the other shoulder. Michelle, your neck doesn't go very far that way. No. Neither does mine. Good. And switch, look over your other shoulder. Okay. Did we already do that? Oh, Emily's telling me I already did that. Okay, now look straight down to the floor. Try to get your chin as close to your chest as you can. Good. And then last one, go ahead and lean it back. Again, keep those shoulder muscles down. Don't let your traps get tight here. Only let it go as far as you're comfortable. This should not be one where you're having a lot of uncomfortableness or pain in this. And relax. That's what I've got for you today. Hopefully Tuesday, Thursday stretching can just be a little half an hour of like some peace, some relaxing, stretching out all the muscles that hopefully you're working a lot in your home workouts. Thanks for joining. I'll see you tomorrow for core class. Good job, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.